Okay, so it was time to fulfill my dreams. Cut Hawaii loose and go to the comedy mecca of the West Coast, San Francisco. Okay, so I saved up $1,000. That was a lot of money back in those days. Well, not a lot of money, but it was enough money I figured to get me started in San Francisco. I'm going to San Francisco, the Holy City Zoo, the club that Robin Williams made famous, the club that I dreamed about night after night after night. Like I'd been doing comedy like at Groucho's and in Hawaii for, you know, several months now, a few months, a couple months, I don't know, a few months now. I've been doing comedy in Hawaii. Now it was time to really break it in and get real. San Francisco, that was my goal. Now I went to San Francisco. I had absolutely no idea where I was going to stay, what I was going to do. All I knew is I'm going to go to San Francisco and start my comedy. So I landed in San Francisco Airport, went into the city, had no place to stay, so I checked into the YMCA because you could check into the YMCA. They had little rooms and stuff. So I checked into the YMCA, and my goal, what I was going to do, was find roommates and get a roommate situation. Because I had $1,000, I had enough to last me for a little while, so I thought, get a roommate situation, and boom, I'm in San Francisco. So I get there, and I'm all excited. The first night, second night, the third night that I'm there was an open mic at the Holy City Zoo. And I went there and I signed my name to the list to perform at this Holy City Zoo. This this was a dream of mine. I was so excited. I get there and I get called to go. Now mind you, like I kind of copied Robin Williams a little bit, the suspenders and running around in the audience, but I thought that would go over well in San Francisco. Well, guess what? It did not. People looked at me like, what's this asshole doing trying to be Robin Williams wearing suspenders and running around out in the audience? I didn't know. I thought it was a cool thing to do. Needless to say, I wasn't well received that night. Or it took me a long time to get back into the good graces of the Holy City Zoo, but I was not received that well that night. The guy that did the open mic everybody looked down at me. I mean, I sucked. So then I went to the other cafe. And again, I burned bridges there too. Burned bridges there. Burned bridges at the punch. I did not do that well in the very beginning in San Francisco. And here I was staying in the YMCA, and I found a roommate situation way out in the Sunset District of San Francisco. But I didn't have a job. I didn't have no money. I didn't know what I was going to do. I'm way out in the Sunset District with these old hippies that were living there. Anyway, long story short, I didn't know what I was going to do for money, but I found out they're temporary jobs. I can work temporary jobs. Yes, and know something? This is back before computers and stuff. They paid you to know the alphabet. I became a file clerk. I worked at these temporary jobs as a file clerk, and because I was so smart and knew the alphabet so well, I got hired immediately by ADT, whatever that was. I got hired by them, and I had a regular job at ADT because I knew the alphabet. And at night I would go out and do comedy. And it was hard breaking in, but I kept at it and kept at it. So look, more stories are going to come, and I appreciate you guys following me along right now. Please stick with me. There's more stories coming out. Tell how I finally broke into San Francisco. It took a long time, seriously, it really did. But if you don't mind, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe, it's really important. Hit the subscribe button. And if you don't mind, buy me a coffee. You can buy me a coffee help support the channel. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Peace out.